recently ran the People's Pundit competition in association with Carlsberg. Well, we sent winner Kevin Clarke to interview Ray Lewington ahead of this weekend's England match against Slovenia. And he began by asking Ray what makes his partnership with Roy Hodgson work so well.
The relationship is built on trust. I think he trusts me to talk to him, to tell him what I think. The one thing with Roy, he doesn't want nodding dogs. He doesn't want people just to agree with him. He actually encourages you to go against him if that's what I feel, and to give him the reasons why. So it's built on trust, and I think Gary Neville's come into that category as well. We've come in, and he's exactly the same type of character. So we have some really good meetings where everyone, airs their opinions, and then it's up to Roy really to get on with it after that. I think also as well with Roy is that, coaching has always been my first love. And I think Roy's like that as well. Even though he's manager, in England we call him managers, really he's the head coach. Because he coaches. He coaches every day. He doesn't want other people doing things he can do himself. And to be honest, I'm a little bit like that as well. So I think that, with that coaching background and the fact that we get on anyway, it means that, we can come in and be honest about everything that we're talking about.
And looking a bit as well going forward, we've got the under-21s tournament coming up, and some high-profile names in there. We're with Harry Kane and Berahino, Danny Ings. In terms of getting tournament experience, and also maybe experience of winning tournaments, is there a part of you that thought maybe we should be putting all of our best players in? So I know maybe include people like Oxlade-Chamberlain and Raheem Sterling, Jack Wilshere. Was that ever considered to think, let's absolutely put the best players in the team in front of 21?
Yeah, well, I think Roy said to Gareth, listen, it's your decision. You run the under-21s how you want. We will make available everyone that qualifies to play. But I think from Gareth's point of view, he's had a group of boys that have worked really well, played together, got England qualified, and I think they've got a reasonable chance as well. And I think that he didn't want to spoil that atmosphere that they built up. So yes, he has taken one or two players that have been in the England full squad, but I think he's also kept loyal to the players that have actually gotten there, who are in themselves very good players. So I think he's just tried to strike a balance there, staying a little loyal, but also bringing in one or two faces that perhaps haven't played all the games leading up to qualification.
Well, that was our People's Pundit winner, Kevin Clarke, with Carlsberg, the official beer of the England team. He did a good job as well interviewing Ray Lewington. Interesting question about the players in the under-21s. I thought that was a decent answer from Ray Lewington as well.
As we all know, if you work hard, you get your rewards. Well, this might be the exception. One of our colleagues at BT, Kevin Clarke, recently won a pundit competition, so we thought we'd give him the opportunity to promote our other FA Cup game today, Liverpool against West Ham. What he didn't know is he'd have to get to Liverpool around 7 hours before the game to have a chat with David James. Morning, Kevin.
So thanks Fletch, thanks Sav for a wonderful opportunity here today live at Anfield with JMO. JMO, we've already seen Liverpool make it to one cup final this week. So what effect do you think the cup form versus the league form is going to have on the outcome today?
Well, they got to the cup final obviously on penalties, which will give them a lot of excitement. They're enjoying the cup at the moment, lots of changes, and I expect if Jurgen's true to form, he'll have the youngsters out or the inexperienced players out again today. So I think with the cup form, we can expect some good football and hopefully a very good match.
So let me take you back, JMO, about 10 years. That's probably about 8 different hairstyles for you. Liverpool v West Ham, that legendary Gerrard performance in the final. Is that the greatest cup final in the modern era for you?
I'd like to think 2008 was probably the best final, but not for a spectacle. But I mean, I watched it a couple of days ago, back through the highlights, and it was an amazing final. Stevie Gerrard was amazing. Penalty shootout, everything, and West Ham ruining, perhaps not letting the ball go out for a goal kick right at the end of normal time. But what a match!
And of course, West Ham have their own legend in the making in Payet. What impact do you think he can have today?
He's an exceptional player. I mean, he reminds me of Paolo Di Canio in so many different ways. That he can create a game the flair, and again, if he plays today against the inexperienced Liverpool players, it'll be a proper test for him, because he is quality.
So you play for both of these sides, JMO, with distinction, I have to say. So, what's your score prediction for today?
If it's the youngsters, I've got to fancy West Ham, but let's just hope for another 3-3.
So wrapping up, saw you on the Sports Relief Bake Off, of course. I was wondering, have you prepared a nice little snack for half-time, something maybe the two of us could share?
Well, I was going to bake a lovely cake, but with the biggest donut in that studio, I'm sure everyone will be happy.
Look at that, cake with JMO, Liverpool v West Ham. Does it get any better than this? Back to you guys.
Well done, Kevin.